Thursday, November 5th, and we have a very special guest for you guys today. I'm excited to talk about all of that. But you will also notice that there's a giant stack of donuts next to me. It's very hard to concentrate today. Delicious. So today is National Donut Day. If you guys did not know that, you need to run out and grab some of these they're huge donuts. And they're literally right in my face right now. I can smell them. They smell delicious as well. So come and, hi Whitney! Whitney's outside the window there waving. But yes, delicious donuts for National Donut Day. Come out to Hy-Vee and grab one today for yourself, maybe for a snack later even. Grab some for the kiddos after school. But make sure you come out and get some because they look and smell amazing. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, all the women out there need to be fully aware that today is also National Men Make Dinner Day. So this is a very important holiday, and we all need to definitely celebrate that. If your man can only cook on the grill, today is a great day for that, but they also have an indoor grill here to get him prepared for the winter months when he can't go outside and cook on the grill. But that's only $31.88, so great Christmas present, or you could get that so that he can cook for you today. So a couple other things I wanted to just chat about quickly before we go to our guest is our shining a light on area schools. So this week in your paper you'll see that Jocelyn Crumley was featured. She's from L&M and is a senior there. So way to go for being that student spotlight. You're doing great things, kiddo. Keep it up. And people are noticing, so you got nominated. So awesome job. I am excited to start talking to our guest. Tom Ulses is here from Muscatine High School. And we are going to chat about something really exciting that you may have seen on the front page of the paper, Discover Muscatine. You might have heard about it on social media because it's like the talk of the town. So thank you for coming.
You are welcome.
How awesome. So Carver Trust gave $1 million to help build a new stadium.
So we have been working for the past several years actually trying to work out a plan to renovate Muscatine Community Stadium on the high school campus. Put together a lot of ideas, got a lot of cost estimates. Originally, the whole plan was based on private fundraising. During the course of the planning process, Muscatine Community School District was able to commit to different parts of the project. So really it came down to private fundraising for the stadium field because we'd like to replace the natural grass with artificial turf. We got lots of reasons for that.
Sure,
and then also putting a new scoreboard in. So we worked on that last year, had a committee that was meeting regularly, doing planning. Then spring break and COVID hit and everything just kind of really went downhill. So kind of suspended the campaign, also worked behind the scenes on some different things, and then also eventually put a grant application together for the Roy J. Carver Charitable Trust. And thanks to their generosity, on October 23rd, they had their quarterly meeting to review grant applications, and we received notification that we were going to receive $1 million. So.
That is so awesome. And Carver Trust does so many great things throughout our community, and such a great asset that we have right here. That family and that trust has done a lot, but this is a needed thing. I know that when we think about, what's the list of things that we need? I mean, that stadium's old.
The stadium was built in 1985.
Okay, yeah.
There really haven't been a lot of changes to the stadium since 1985. So a lot of people, if you haven't been around Muscatine or the high school and you come back and you see it, it probably looks pretty similar to whenever you graduated or left town type thing. So, and really kind of one of the things that is very important for us to remember too is it's not just about those 4 or 5 football games that we have on Friday nights there. Our stadium is used for a lot more events and things than that, and that was a key thing that we talked about in the planning process and then in the grant application also. How it is a real can be a real positive for Muscatine as a community to improve our stadium and renovate our stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it's important that we're proud of the facility, that, you know, as we bring people from out of town for those games and for marching band contests and all of those things that are held right there on the field, that it's a place that we can be really proud of and that we can kind of show off to other people who are coming into our town. And you want the kiddos to be proud and to feel really pumped up and energized when they come out on their facility. So awesome. I mean, just the small changes that you guys made in this last short bit of time, you know, the entrance and stuff. Wow, I mean, that was amazing.
Yep, we were able to complete phase 1, which was the entryway with the new building that has concessions and restrooms in it and ticket booths for this fall season. And it just made a huge difference as you were coming into the stadium, and I had a lot of positive feedback and comments from people. It was just so different than what they were used to, and it looks great.
Yeah, it looks super awesome already, and imagine what the huge donation that you just got is going to do. So what is the plan for, you know, like phasing that in, or is it going to be just done all at once, or how is that going to work? What can people expect about that?
So we're currently working out the process and the logistics for all of our phase 2 improvements, which the goal is to really have all of phase 2 done next summer, really. So all of the parts of phase 2 include resurfacing the track, new bleachers, a new press box, and then also doing the stadium field. We also are going to continue fundraising for a new scoreboard as well. So future, and then we want to also finalize the fencing around the stadium complex so it'll match the new fencing that looks great by the entryway area.
Yeah, so. Awesome. So it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround. We're going to be expecting to see these changes in the very near future. So I know that Chris said he was going to pull up the website for everyone to see. When you're talking about donations, has that kicked off yet? Can people start making donations if they want to make donations towards that scoreboard, or is that something that's still kind of in the works?
I would answer both things. I mean, we are accepting donations, and we have set up a fund with the Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine as well, so we can accept donations. We're also going to be in the process of talking to potential sponsors and different organizations and groups that may be interested in giving to the project as well.
It's going to be important, just like any other fundraiser that we do in town. I say this all the time, but Muscatine's pretty awesome. And that's one of the reasons why I love doing this show, is there's so many great things to highlight. But the people come out when there's a need, and how cool will it be to see, you know, Carver Trust came in and made a great donation, but it'll take a lot of those small donations to build up and be able to purchase that scoreboard as well, which will be a great addition to, you know, the renovations that you're already doing.
And I'm sure you know too, like when you're trying to fundraise for something, a lot of times it's hard to get started because there's a lot of skepticism, and you're like, well, is this really going to happen?
Right.
And we dealt with that a lot with this project, and that's one of the great things about the Carver Trust grant, is that it kind of really shows that these things are happening, they're going to happen, and it becomes easier to get on board for everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's such a huge goal that, oh my gosh, are we ever going to am I going to see this in my time? You know, if I make this $20 donation or whatever, is this really going to make a difference? But at this point, all of those small donations that you might be start receiving are going to make the difference, and you already have that base to start the project. And if you haven't been out to the stadium, it does look awesome. Just the phase 1, like you said, already looks amazing. So imagine once we're able to put this money, you know, into the stadium as well, and see some of those things happening. How cool for our kids, and how cool for the whole community to be able to have a facility like that. So you said it was a grant process. I know a lot of people like on social media were talking about like, you know, how they decide to give the money to the school, and you actually had to go through a grant process and apply, and all of those things happened, and then they chose you to receive the money.
The Roy J. Carver Charitable Trust, I think it's quarterly that they do grant application reviews, and then they decide like ultimately how much they're allocating that quarter, how many different organizations or groups are receiving grants. So really we have no idea how many different groups applied for things. I would assume at some point in the future we'll see a newspaper article or some type of press release in regards to all the different groups that they were able to allocate money for. So with the grant, so the trust has an application that if somebody's seeking a grant, that they fill out the initial cover page, and then they get into the meat and potatoes of what their grant is all about, trying to tell the story of why their project is worthwhile and why they're asking for funding and what they're attempting to do. So we put that together. Fortunately, I think we had done a lot of the background work with our committee planning during the last year, so we were able to put things together, and they had a positive reception.
Yeah, that is so awesome. I think, Chris, can we pull up what the stadium will look like for everybody to see? I think to see the picture, and you can also see it on the front of Discover Muscatine this week, and if you go to onemuscatine.org, that's, you know, the website where I assume we'll start collecting donations at some point, and all of those things will start happening on that page to keep you guys updated on the progress of the stadium. But look at that. I mean, how cool to have a stadium, a field like that in our community. We're a huge school. We have a huge high school, and those kids all definitely deserve this great field for sure. And like you said, 1985, geez, that was a long time ago. The bleachers and all of those things need to be replaced anyways. So, wow, like that looks cool, you guys.
And one of the awesome things about our stadium and how our community is set up, we have like on that field, like during the fall, like 3rd and 4th graders will have football games, 7th and 8th graders, in addition to our high school kids. You mentioned the marching band contest that in a typical year we'll host 1 or 2 of those. We have tons of track meets in the springtime. So there's a lot of people that come into our stadium. There's a lot of student athletes that compete and participate in events. Plus, with like what we're planning to do, we want to be able to offer more community-oriented events too, like with the scoreboard project. What we'd like to be able to do is offer different movie nights for our elementary schools, and some of the things that if you don't have to worry about, you know, beating up the grass or the surface, and you have a nice facility and a great video projection system, you're able to have people out and just make it kind of continue to build that community and family atmosphere that we definitely want to advocate for.
Yeah. And I know going to turf, that's a huge deal because it really makes life a lot easier. Like you said, you don't have to worry about if it had rained a couple days before, oh, we can't step on the grass quite yet, we might ruin it, things like that. With turf, those are worries that don't need to happen anymore as much.
2 years ago, we had this was before I was here, but we had a Friday night football game where it rained the whole night, and we were supposed to have a marching band contest the next day, which they had to cancel, and that there was going to be 20 to 25 different schools bringing their marching bands in. Last year, fall of 2019, we had our fingers crossed the entire fall, like hoping that we'd have good weather, that we wouldn't tear up the field, so that we'd be able to have that marching band contest. Thankfully, we were on the road every Friday when it was wet that fall, but it's just one of those things where you worry and you plan, but some weather is beyond our control.
Right.
So we don't always know what's going to happen, and this is an opportunity to put things in place that can allow students to have great opportunities.
Yeah, and the students work so hard at all of these, whether it's football or marching band or the dance team, you know, all of those people, those kiddos are working literally every single night after school, sometimes coming in the morning to practice and prepare for those events. So when it gets canceled, like, darn it, that stinks. So they're going to have a place to be proud of that's going to meet all their needs, you know, for, like you said, not only events at the, you know, for the high school, but for the community as well. How cool to have a movie night for some of those young kiddos. I know when my daughter was at Colorado, they would have movie nights in the gym. Well, I mean, 10 times cooler to have it on the football field where all those big, tough football players play and all those big kid things happen. So super cool. What other things are happening at the high school right now? We're gearing up for
the winter sports season. We've got 2 fall activities that are we're almost to the end of the girls swimming and diving season. That's the only fall sport that's still going on. They have their regionals on Saturday, so swimmers and divers will be going up to Davenport Central. We've also got the fall play this Friday night and Saturday night, which we're doing an interesting thing. We've got limited seating in our auditorium, so all of those seats are reserved. People can sit in pods of people that they're comfortable with, family members or something like that. You can also buy a pass to stream it online and watch it on your own television at home. Now, the important thing about that is that it's just good. It's basically a live performance, so you can't buy it and then watch it later, but it's another opportunity for our community members or grandma and grandpa who aren't here.
Even out of town family, how cool for them to be able to, maybe they wouldn't have been able to come back. So it's a new opportunity for them to support their student. Yeah, and we're kind of crossing our fingers, trying to get our fall play students to the end so they can have their performance with that. And then we're just doing a lot of planning for the winter right now, getting ready to start winter activities. Yeah, so I am so glad that you joined us. I'm glad that you got your favorite donut. So what is your favorite donut? This is a maple? Maple frosting is my favorite donut frosting. So, and then it's just a regular Long John, I believe. No filling, though. No filling. I'm not a filling guy. I'm not a filling gal either. So we definitely don't want filling in our donuts, for sure. But if you like filling, Hy-Vee does have filling in some of their donuts. But yeah, Melissa's saying, donuts. So she's not paying attention to anything that I'm saying right now. Melissa's only focusing on the donuts that are right next to me. It's easy to become distracted. I know, with all those donuts. It is easy. Really if you can smell them too, it's like, holy cow, how am I supposed to concentrate on what I'm supposed to say? But I appreciate you coming out. This is so awesome for our community. I have one last thing to ask you to do. Okay. You may have done this before if you've been on the show, but our awesome sponsor, Toyota of Muscatine, sponsors the What's in the Box. What's in the box? Okay. So I'm going to stick this out here. It's a nice looking box. I know, right? So what you're going to have to do is you'll have to close your eyes. Okay. You'll stick your hands in the 2 side things. There's little armholes, okay? And then you'll pop open the front so that the viewers will be able to see what's in there. And you have to try to guess what this item is that's inside the box. Are you prepared for this? Sounds exciting. This is intense. And what's in the box will not bite me or harm me. It's not live. Okay. It's not alive. Okay. So I get to host you, Tom. You should have heard all the things that Chris was trying to put in the box. I'm sure he's kind of devious that way. I know. So. We're like, no. We have to treat our guest right. We're not going to be mean to him. That's why he gave me such a nice donut. Yeah. He was gonna he's frosting you up for this experience. Okay, so stick your hands in, and then you'll want to close your eyes, and then you can start kind of feeling around and see what you think is inside of the box. Now, once you need a hint, I can help you just slightly, but. Okay, is it like a... Is it a dog chew toy, maybe? No. Okay. It's not a salt or pepper shaker, I can tell that. It's hard plastic, it feels like. Yep. Oh. So today is National Redheads Day. I don't know if you knew that. I did not. Lots of stuff today. I know, there are so many things going on in the world today. I don't know if you've seen these. Yeah, before. I need more hints. Okay, so it's actually something you can drink. Kids really like to drink these specific things. Okay. Is it some type of juice? Yep, it is. Juice bottle? It is a juice bottle. And there is a character, a Disney character on the top. Who do you think that Disney character could possibly be since it's National Redhead Day? Can you think of any redheads? Are you a Disney fanatic? I'm not. Have you been watching a lot of Disney shows lately? Disney movies? It's not The Little Mermaid, is it? It is!
Oh, yes, yes.
It is.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
Get my hands out of there.
Whew. That was intense.
That was.
Jeez.
It was. There
Look
we go.
at
There
look
she
at her
sits
in there, that little redhead. So my daughter loves to get these juices, but super fun. You did a good job.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
impressed. I'm impressed.
That was intense, I must say.
I know,
No
it's
false
a lot of
advertising.
pressure to put on
right.
yourself. But what's in the box is sponsored by Toyota Muscatine, something fun that we can do with our guests, and I appreciate you playing along. I appreciate that. For that, you get awarded a maple frosted donut.
Oh, thank you very much.
Right? Yes!
That's a win.
Yay!
That
That's
is a win today.
Thanks again for coming on. Excited to see this process. I hope you'll come and join us again once the process gets started and we can kind of stay up to date on where we are in this awesome new stadium and a new place that our community and our school can be really proud of. So
Will do.
thanks for coming on. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. All right, guys. So I know that you guys are all getting super jealous about my Starbucks cup. And I will tell you that these cups don't officially come out. You cannot buy this cup today. So don't even try. Don't come out and try to buy this cup because they won't let you.
Nice work.
But it's super cool. The new line of Starbucks cups come out tomorrow. It's your chance. These are super awesome gifts. So you can buy one for yourself if you're slightly selfish like me and want
That
the
would've been
pink
a better
sparkly
price,
cup
wouldn't it?
because pink happens to be my favorite color.
He probably kept it for
Or you
himself.
can buy them, like, what great gifts for the kiddos. Stick a Starbucks gift card inside, things like
I
that.
know.
A coworker, how amazing. Super cool gift. Everyone loves Starbucks. There's something for everyone at Starbucks. And this cup is like, I can't even get over it. It's like blinding. It's so sparkly and fun. Matt, you probably are going to buy one of these for yourself, I would assume, tomorrow. I mean, look at this. It's like, woo!
That is amazing.
It's pretty.
It's really my style.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
I just don't.
But you should probably get one of these for your wife.
Well, now I might have to, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Put them on the spot. But seriously, and these will go fast.
They always go fast.
They always go fast. If you don't
There
get
may
here,
not be one when I try to buy one.
Oh, there will be.
I don't
There
know.
will be. Don't
We'll see.
worry.
I don't want to have an unfair advantage over my customers. There
Okay.
is that.
There is that. So we'll make you wait till noon. So he'll buy you one tomorrow at noon. So you all have plenty to have your morning coffee. You can come grab that at Starbucks tomorrow, and these cups are going to be out. This isn't the only one. There's a ton of really cool cups for you. And I mean, Starbucks is delicious.
I feel like that's very you.
Yes, I know. It's my favorite color.
Did Chris buy that for you?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll put it on his tab.
I text him, yes, I text them this morning. I'm like, I am definitely going to need some Starbucks when I get there this morning.
He really doesn't do enough for you,
I know.
as far as I'm concerned.
I know.
Oh, well,
Thank you
look at
for
all these
mentioning
donuts.
that. So it's National Donut Day.
I heard about that.
Yeah. I
And
will
the
tell
last
you.
guest got a donut, I saw.
Yes,
So,
you will
I mean,
definitely get to pick a donut.
The expectation is high right now.
Yes.
Just want to let you know.
I'm going to let you choose a donut from this beautiful tray.
Terrific.
Look at this. Seriously.
That-
I can't stop. The smell is just like, I'm definitely going to need one of these too.
Well,
So
and a while back we did a little donut comparison. I should find those pictures for tomorrow maybe.
we should.
But we have the best donuts in town. It's been proven. It's a scientific and unscientific method that we used. But we make ours fresh. And what is going
They
on?
are fresh.
What is going on back here?
Yes, yes. He said that you're trouble.
Well, that's for sure.
And he's trouble apparently
He
too.
is too.
When I walk in, they said, uh-oh, here comes trouble again.
I love it when you walk in.
They got him pegged.
I'm always laughing and
You
joking.
know what?
Yes.
Jekyll and Hyde, what you see here is not what you see at home.
You heard it here, folks. It's not the same once you get home with that guy.
I think that's what it was.
I'm curious now. So our Hy-Vee donuts are made fresh in the store, baked fresh here, fried.
Yes.
They are awesome. And there's no comparison to anybody else in town. Like I
No.
said, we did the scientific study. So
It
we can't be
was
wrong.
quite the study. No, I saw the pictures of the comparisons that happened with these donuts. They're bigger,
Yeah?
definitely. They are fresher. We already talked about that because they fry them right here in the store.
Question.
He has a question. What's up?
Did you see this car parked out here?
No.
Every day he's been parked right there.
That's me.
Well, it's Chris.
Unloading.
Why don't you park over there?
Well, because we were unloading and then we
Yeah, but
got
you
to
never
get out.
Do you
never
know?
move it.
Do you know what you need is a Hy-Vee donut today?
Do you want to
I
have
had
a
one.
donut?
You had
Oh,
one?
he has one. Apparently, they also make you inquisitive.
Yeah.
These donuts
they
do.
are
And they're long.
Yep, look at those.
very good.
Those are very good donuts.
That's your car.
That's mine.
I'm sorry.
Chris is getting
It's
called
all
out
good.
right now.
It's still
I
probably
love it.
running.
Well, I've
We're
heard
gonna
some other
put it away.
guys say
Oh my
something
gosh,
that
Chris's
get
car
the
is still running, so
It is still running. Well, now I'm going to go out and get myself a new car.
yeah. If anybody needs a van, apparently it's right out front.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So yes.
What is
anyway,
this stuff?
This. Oh my gosh. So
Oh.
Wine and Spirits brought this over.
That
that.
is nice. Raspberry dessert wine.
Yes, the raspberry dessert wine. Do you
You
want to
can
know?
have wine
about-
for dessert.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With a donut.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I don't see why
And
not.
look at how cute the shape is. It's so Christmassy. Look at it.
It is super
It's very
cool.
cute. So
Did you tell the audience about our attempt to make a big donut today?
I haven't talked about that.
So we were going to try and make a giant musky donut, and it was our first attempt at such a thing, and we failed today. So we're
We're
going to keep
gonna try
trying.
again. Yeah.
It's hard to make a giant donut, it turns out.
Especially when it's fresh.
Yes.
I'm sure.
It is difficult to do that, so we will keep trying.
I want to try.
We don't give up easily.
Yeah.
But I was really hopeful that today I'd be able to indulge
In the
in
big,
the giant
huge,
donut.
giant donut.
because
Yes.
it needs to be taste
Well,
tested.
One day, probably tomorrow or the next day. Not the next day because we won't be here, but
Mm-hmm.
we are going to definitely indulge in a giant donut.
I love it.
And then we'll probably make them available to you. You guys can start ordering these big musky donuts. I mean, seriously.
That would be awesome.
How much more school spirit can you have than a giant donut?
I can't think of any more.
No.
So this gentleman that snuck up on us here reminded me,
Yep.
'cause he's a veteran.
He is. He was telling me
and
about that.
We have a giant World War II bomb on set.
Yes.
It's not armed. Don't.
Yes.
It's not a bomb
It's
threat.
actually just full of fall.
Full of fall, but it is the coolest thing. So
It is so cool.
yeah.
And he actually told me that he used to help like load these things, like
Isn't that incredible?
haul them around.
So I
when
love
he
talking to
was-
those guys and gals because they always have really cool stories
Yes.
about what happened, what they'd been through, and what they did, and it was really cool. I talked to one last year, I believe, that was a cook on one of the ships,
Cool.
and it's just a really cool story. But we have our Veterans Day breakfast going on next Wednesday, so I want to keep talking about that because it's so important to me personally and Hy-Vee that you come out and you indulge in a free meal on us.
Yep.
And we are still doing it this year, even though it's drive up instead of come in and eat. But it'll be super easy, just drive through, and it's supposed to be cold now, I think I saw on the weather forecast. It's starting to get cold again, which
Yep.
it's not
But that's okay for them. They don't
Right.
even have to get out of their car.
right. So it'll be easier for you this year, and we just hope to see everybody out.
Yeah. So next Wednesday, November 11th, on Veterans Day, super cool drive-up breakfast. If you know someone, you know a veteran, make sure that you grab them up that day and bring them out to Hy-Vee so that they can enjoy the breakfast and be celebrated. We're also asking people to send in pictures if you have a veteran in your life. If you know someone, I hope that they all send pictures because we want to make something really cool to help celebrate as well while you guys are doing that breakfast out there, to be able to kind of honor some of those folks that served our country as well. If you want to send in a picture, and obviously please include their name and things like that, but you can send that to Ashley at pearlcitymedia.com.
And it reminds me of the rock up in Wilton.
Yes.
The Veterans Rock.
That was
which
really
is
cool.
so cool. So if you haven't seen that yet, before the snow flies, get up there and see that.
Yeah, it is super cool. Also, up in Grandview, they have a really cool the helicopter that's up there
yeah.
on the corner. So lots of things you can kind of do on November 11th. You can come grab your breakfast with your veteran or yourself if you are a veteran, and then you can go check out the Freedom Rock in Wilton. You could go take a drive to Grandview and see the cool helicopter that's there. Lots of fun things that you can do while enjoying a super hot, yummy breakfast from Hy-Vee, because
Absolutely.
it's delicious. This is delicious.
It is
Getting
hard to stare at
distracted.
them. It is hard.
So one more thing before you leave. Aside from my sweet Starbucks cup that I'm super stoked about, and everybody's going to be jealous, there's also some Holo Deals going on the ad that you might have found in your paper. We have to start thinking about this. Holidays are like right around the corner.
They will be here before you know it.
It's November. What
Absolutely.
the heck happened?
Thanksgiving is like a week and a half away.
Yes. And
Which
my
is
daughter
exciting.
counts down Christmas all the time. It makes me very agitated. I get nervous, start sweating. But excited about Thanksgiving coming up. Holo Deals are on the back page, but tons of good stuff going on. You guys have the back page ad, but you'll notice something's
Something
missing.
is missing out of there.
Something happened
Somebody
yesterday.
stole the Fuel Saver coupon.
The Fuel Saver coupon is gone because I used it yesterday and
I
visited
see.
my friends at Hy-Vee Gas to use that and filled up. And I also got to use all the cents that were on my Fuel Saver card along with my
perfect.
10 cents. How cool is that?
That worked out well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you guys make sure you get in here, you get that coupon, man.
absolutely.
Those coupons are important.
And then for Thanksgiving, we're doing the free turkey when you buy ham again. So that's always a big deal.
Yes.
So come in and get a ham and turkey. It's basically like 2 meals.
It is.
For the price of one. But there's no reason to buy a turkey anymore. We'll give it to you for free. You get a Hormel Cure 81 ham, which is always really, really good.
Yep.
We'll even slice it for you if you want. That's a
Ooh,
that's
that's a big
little
deal.
Secret.
It's a secret.
Yeah, it's a
that
trade
you,
secret. So,
So you just have
Pro
to
tip.
ask. Honestly, there's not much that Hy-Vee won't do for people
no.
if
So
you ask.
come in
It's
and take
amazing.
advantage of that deal. But get your turkey now. Choose the size you want, and it's really excited that. We're doing that promotion again for one, and I really like Thanksgiving. I like the food. And
I love Thanksgiving too.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of people in here with a Thanksgiving cart, we call it. You can pick out the ingredients, the fried onions and the cranberry sauce, and you're like, that person's
They're
planning
getting
ahead.
ready, yes.
So get
I'm
in and get it
the type
done.
that comes like a couple days before, and it's very stressful sometimes. But last year I did the online grocery, so it definitely made me less stressed.
Yes.
But you guys need to be aware that you can't wait till like the day before Thanksgiving and expect that you're gonna be able to, because it'll be full. People are quick on that stuff. So
And if you don't like to cook or are afraid to cook, we will cook for you too. So we have some really cool turkey dinners, hot turkey dinners that you can call today or tomorrow and order through the Hy-Vee kitchen, and we will cook for you. And literally, you just come here on Thanksgiving morning, ring the proverbial doorbell, and we hand you your box of food, and you just go set it on your table, and you're a hero.
yes,
So take
you
it
can
out
put
of the
in your
box.
own, yes,
Yeah,
you can put it in
exactly.
your own dishes.
Yeah.
My family already knows my secret. They've caught me, but I have been known to do something like that. I'm not a good
Working
cook.
out in the garage, transferring
Yeah,
hot food into
I'm
different
not a very
containers.
good cook, unfortunately. But
Well,
thank
we all have
goodness.
options.
Yes, good
It's-
thing.
yeah.
Hy-Vee. Well, thanks for coming on again.
Yes.
Tons of great deals. I already told them about the cool girl that's behind us, because also, you probably didn't know this, but you have to cook today because it's National Men Make Dinner Day.
I didn't know that.
So you're welcome again. Your wife is going to
Wow.
love me
She
after
is-
today.
I'm gonna have to block this channel from her phone. How do you do that?
How do you do that?
Yeah.
No.
It still doesn't.
But how cool, because people are going to be, it's going to get cold, like you said, next week, and they'll need this indoor grill so that your man can still grill you up some good food. So.
No excuses, guys.
Nope, none.
That's what I just
It's
heard.
only $31.88 too. I mean, seriously, come grab one of those and be a winner with your wife. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal when you
That'd
don't
be
cook
good.
dinner.
So a Starbucks cup and dinner I'm obligated to now.
Yep.
So can I leave before we talk about anything else?
Yeah. Well, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna work. That'll work for today. I'll get you again tomorrow.
Perfect.
With something. So, so tomorrow you can come get your Starbucks cups. We're super excited about the new stadium that is happening at our school. We're excited that it's donut day. You can come grab those still today and surprise the kiddos after school. I know I'm going to grab some so I can celebrate with my kiddos that I pick up. They will love me. I'll be super cool, definitely. But I appreciate you guys joining us today. I am stoked to be doing the show and to be able to share all these national holidays with you, to help wives get the things that they deserve, like Starbucks cups and dinner, all of those things. I am excited to celebrate redheads. I have a couple redheads that I adore, and bring you all of the good stuff that is happening in Muscatine. So get all your good deals from Hy-Vee. We want to thank our other sponsors, CBI, Lutheran Living, Toyota. We already did What's in the Box with them, and obviously Hy-Vee. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. Thank you for joining us. And remember, until tomorrow, that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.